Manos Brujas, 2023, gracefully emerges as a truly captivating and profoundly unsettling addition to the expansive and multifaceted horror genre, very skillfully blending the exceptionally rich tapestry of traditional Mexican folklore, complete with its remarkably vibrant tales of mystical beings and ancient curses passed down through generations, with the remarkably nuanced techniques of contemporary storytelling prevalent in modern cinema, thereby meticulously crafting a truly cinematic experience that very vividly lingers in the recesses of the mind for a considerable time long after the very final scene gracefully fades to the complete darkness of the screen, ultimately leaving behind a very palpable sense of pervasive unease and a lingering sense of profound curiosity about the often unseen and mysterious forces that subtly and overtly govern our shared world, inviting contemplation on the boundaries between the known and the unknown, and the enduring power of belief. The film was expertly directed with a remarkably keen and perceptive eye specifically for atmospheric tension, very deliberately building suspense through the subtle yet effective use of visual cues and an undeniably unsettling sound design that permeates the viewing experience, coupled with a notable narrative complexity that carefully layers intricate plot points and deeply explored character motivations, all achieved by the collaborative and exceptionally talented trio of Alejandro Estrada, Antonio Costarakis, and Julio Paredes, with each individual artistically bringing their own remarkably unique artistic sensibilities and creative visions to the overall project, allowing the film to gracefully embark on a truly chilling exploration of deeply rooted, inherited legacies that have shaped generations. The significant weight of ancestral secrets meticulously passed down through the intricate web of family lines across generations, and the pervasive and often insidious influence of the supernatural realm, specifically highlighting the uncanny ability of mysterious forces operating far beyond the scope of our ordinary human understanding to significantly shape individual human lives and their ultimate destinies, very thoughtfully delving deep into the shadowy and often unexplored corners of human belief systems. Those primal instincts and deeply ingrained superstitions that remarkably persist even in the face of the seemingly relentless march of modernity and technological advancement, and the ancient and potentially powerful forces that may very well still hold significant sway and influence in the contemporary modern world, subtly suggesting that the old ways, with their inherent mysteries and potential dangers, are certainly not so easily forgotten or dismissed, promising discerning audiences a truly immersive and thought-provoking journey into the very heart of fear itself. A journey that is both intellectually stimulating, thoughtfully prompting profound reflection on deeply ingrained cultural anxieties and long-standing societal taboos, and also undeniably viscerally affecting for those more discerning audiences who truly appreciate horror cinema that skillfully goes far beyond mere jump scares and superficial thrills to thoughtfully explore much deeper psychological and culturally significant themes that resonate on a more profound level, examining the intricate interplay between tradition and progress, and the enduring power of the past to shape the present. Set against the breathtakingly beautiful, yet often inherently foreboding backdrop of the geographically enigmatic and remarkably diverse landscapes that define the state of Chihuahua, a specific region deeply steeped in a rich and complex history, ranging from its ancient indigenous roots and the legacy of its early inhabitants to its more recent colonial past and the countless whispered tales of mythical creatures and various unexplained phenomena that have become interwoven with its local lore. The central and compelling narrative of Manos Brujas very meticulously follows the personal journey of Berenice, a complex woman who finds herself unexpectedly drawn back to the seemingly familiar, yet now strangely altered and subtly unsettling confines of her childhood hometown, a place that she had always believed she knew intimately and without question, but now increasingly feels alien and deeply unsettling. Her return being directly prompted by the unexpected and emotionally jarring sudden death of her mother, a significant figure who undeniably held a central and perhaps even enigmatic place within the intricate tapestry of Berenice's life and memories, a pivotal event that ultimately serves as the primary catalyst for a rapidly unfolding series of increasingly disturbing and unsettling revelations, with each new discovery meticulously peeling back yet another seemingly ordinary layer of perceived normalcy to gradually expose the terrifying and potentially dangerous truth that lies hidden beneath the surface, a truth that will fundamentally challenge her long-held understanding of her own family, the seemingly familiar people she thought she knew best, and without any doubt, and ultimately her own deeply personal place and sense of belonging within the broader world, inexorably forcing her to directly confront a number of deeply uncomfortable truths about her own identity, her inherent sense of self, and her long-forgotten or perhaps even deliberately concealed heritage, compelling her to question her past and future. Upon inheriting not only the physical structure of her recently deceased mother's seemingly ordinary and unassuming inn, a specific place that holds both comforting and cherished memories of her distant childhood, and a multitude of unspoken secrets and hushed whispers that now seem to echo within its aging and creaking walls in the dead of night. With each subtle creak and fleeting shadow now inexplicably imbued with a palpable sense of growing foreboding and unease, Berenice soon, unexpectedly, uncovers a far more profound and undeniably sinister deeper legacy that had been meticulously concealed beneath a carefully constructed veneer of everyday normalcy, a hidden truth that now casts a long and ominous dark shadow over her entire past, subtly coloring her previously innocent childhood memories with a disturbing and unsettling new light of suspicion and uncertainty, and significantly threatening her future, potentially engulfing her entirely within its terrifying and inescapable embrace. The shocking revelation of her mother's clandestine and remarkably powerful role as the formidable and highly influential leader of a long-standing and deeply entrenched witch cult, a secretive and potentially dangerous group that has been operating within the shadows of the community for generations. Their clandestine rituals shrouded in layers of secrecy, and their underlying motives deeply steeped in ancient and potentially malevolent beliefs, chillingly revealed to be directly responsible for a series of brutal and as yet unexplained murders that have tragically haunted the local community for numerous generations, their dark and disturbing deeds having become deeply woven into the very fabric of the town's long history and its deeply ingrained folklore, gradually becoming the stuff of hushed and fearful whispered legends and cautionary warnings passed down through the years, ultimately creating a pervasive atmosphere of palpable unease and deep suspicion that subtly permeates nearly every social interaction within the close-knit community, inevitably causing Berenice to seriously question the true nature and underlying intentions of her seemingly familiar neighbors and the outwardly idyllic and peaceful facade of her seemingly tranquil hometown, forcing her to confront the darkness lurking beneath the surface of her familiar world. As Berenice bravely, and perhaps somewhat naively, delves deeper and deeper into this increasingly terrifying and profoundly bewildering dark inheritance that has unexpectedly fallen upon her, driven by a powerful and undeniable need to finally understand her enigmatic mother and the multitude of deeply held secrets she so carefully guarded throughout her life. Meticulously piecing together fragmented and often cryptic clues, unsettling messages hidden in plain sight, and various unsettling artifacts deliberately left behind, and directly confronting a number of deeply unsettling truths about her own family's long and complex past, a history seemingly steeped in darkness and ancient ritualistic practices that defy easy understanding, she increasingly finds herself grappling with the growing complexities and inherent contradictions of her own burgeoning and evolving identity, seriously questioning nearly everything she had previously thought she definitively knew about herself, her close family, and her ancestral lineage, her fundamental sense of self gradually unraveling as she uncovers more and more of the disturbing truth and the haunting and potentially incredibly dangerous ancient traditions with which she now realizes she is inextricably entwined and connected, a terrifying and deeply personal realization that ultimately forces her to directly confront not only a multitude of external threats, including the malevolent forces operating within the secretive cult and the very real potential dangers they pose to her well-being, but also the unsettling possibility of a latent darkness that may very well reside deep within her own bloodline, the frightening possibility that she herself may unknowingly share a fundamental connection to the very ancient evil she now desperately seeks to understand and ultimately overcome, leading her on a perilous journey of self-discovery and confrontation with the unknown. Alejandro Tomasi delivers a remarkably compelling and exceptionally nuanced performance in his portrayal of Father Bernardini, the respected local priest who serves as a significant figure of both authority and unwavering moral guidance within the close-knit community, skillfully bringing a significant and deeply felt layer of profound moral and spiritual depth to the steadily unfolding narrative, very effectively portraying a complex character who is visibly burdened by the considerable weight of his community's long-held secrets, the countless unspoken sins and deeply buried hidden fears that subtly plague the seemingly peaceful town, and his own internal and often agonizing conflicts as a man of faith, his deeply held faith constantly being tested by the steadily encroaching darkness and his own very human limitations and vulnerabilities in the face of an ancient and seemingly insurmountable evil, particularly as he bravely navigates the increasingly pervasive darkness, the palpable and growing sense of pervasive dread that hangs heavy in the air, and the tangible presence of undeniably malevolent forces at work, all while desperately attempting to provide much-needed solace and spiritual guidance to his increasingly fearful flock, striving to remain a steadfast beacon of unwavering hope in a world that seems to be slowly succumbing to the insidious influence of ancient evils, constantly struggling to protect his vulnerable community from the encroaching darkness that threatens to engulf them all, embodying the timeless struggle between good and evil. Juliana Peniche and Sagrario Velez also offer particularly noteworthy and deeply emotionally resonant portrayals of key supporting characters who are significantly and profoundly affected by the town's dark and troubled history and the cult's sinister and far-reaching influence, with each talented actress skillfully adding crucial layers of complexity and genuine human vulnerability to the film's intricate and well-developed tapestry of interconnected relationships and deeply explored character motivations, ultimately revealing the deep-seated connections and long-simmering hidden resentments that subtly exist within the seemingly unified community, further enhancing the overall emotional resonance of the film and effectively drawing the audience even deeper into the characters' personal struggles and mounting fears as they are forced to directly confront the terrifying and increasingly undeniable realities that relentlessly surround them, their individual lives irrevocably altered by the unfolding and increasingly dangerous events, showcasing the human cost of ancient conflicts. A truly standout and undeniably unforgettable presence within the film is the remarkably talented 11-year-old actress Yamile Aileen Cazares Montes, who, despite her very young age and limited experience, delivers a profoundly haunting and deeply unsettling performance as a mysterious and spectral ghostly child. A fleeting and often silent spectral figure whose very presence sends palpable shivers down the spines of viewers and leaves a lasting and deeply disturbing impression of an otherworldly dread that lingers long after her appearances on screen, undeniably marking a truly promising and auspicious start to what is undoubtedly destined to be a bright and compelling acting career for this young talent within the realm of cinematic storytelling, strongly hinting at a natural and innate talent for conveying complex and nuanced emotions and an undeniably unsettling on-screen presence that belies her youth, adding a layer of chilling enigma to the narrative. The film's undeniably immersive and visually striking storytelling is significantly enriched and authentically grounded in reality by its meticulous and thoughtful use of real and historically significant locations carefully chosen throughout the diverse Chihuahua region, fully embracing the unique and often stark beauty and inherent sense of underlying mystery that permeates the natural landscape, specifically including the ancient and historically significant archaeological site of Paquim, a tangible testament to a long-lost and enigmatic civilization and its rich history that continues to intrigue researchers, the intriguing and undeniably mysterious Cueva de la Olla, Cave of the Pot, a remarkable natural wonder deeply imbued with captivating local legends and a palpable sense of primal power that resonates with the region's ancient past, the renowned pottery center of Mata Ortiz, beautifully showcasing the region's rich artistic traditions and deep-seated cultural connection to the land and its resources, and the historically rich and architecturally significant town of Casas Grandes, with its well-preserved colonial architecture and the pervasive echoes of its long and complex past. These carefully chosen and beautifully captured sites, skillfully filmed with a keen eye for both their undeniable grandeur and their subtle yet pervasive eeriness, not only provide an undeniable and authentic sense of genuine setting and rich cultural authenticity to the film's overall visual landscape, but also serve to seamlessly and effectively immerse viewers in the rich cultural and historical essence of the specific region, lending a palpable and deeply felt sense of place to the narrative and significantly deepening the crucial connection between the unfolding story and its distinct geographical roots, ultimately allowing the audience to truly feel the significant weight of history and the enduring presence of ancient traditions deeply embedded within the very fabric of the story's world, making the supernatural and unsettling elements of the narrative feel all the more real, tangible, and deeply ingrained within the local culture and collective consciousness, blurring the lines between reality and the supernatural. Manos Brujas thoughtfully and deliberately delves into profound and universally relatable themes of heritage, carefully exploring the often complex and sometimes undeniably burdensome weight of familial history, including the long-held secrets, unspoken expectations, and inherited truths passed down through generations. The ongoing and often challenging personal process of self-discovery and the intricate formation of individual identity in the face of powerful external forces, such as the often conflicting expectations of family and the broader community, and the timeless and often fraught clash between the seemingly inexorable march of modernity, with its strong emphasis on logic, scientific reasoning, and empirical evidence, and the enduring power and persistent influence of deeply ingrained ancient traditions and beliefs. Those primal superstitions and long-standing cultural practices that remarkably resist the seemingly relentless erosion of time and technological advancement, ultimately highlighting the inherent tensions that inevitably arise when the old ways, with their inherent mysteries and potential hidden dangers, directly collide with the new, the rational modern world often struggling to fully comprehend the seemingly irrational and inexplicable aspects of ancient beliefs and practices, prompting reflection on the enduring relevance of tradition in a modernizing world. The carefully constructed and skillfully executed narrative of the film very effectively challenges viewers to critically consider the often unseen and significantly underestimated weight of ancestral legacies, the invisible yet powerful threads that intricately connect generations across time and subtly shape the present, profoundly influencing our individual choices and ultimately defining our destinies in ways that we may not even consciously realize or fully understand, and the often difficult and morally ambiguous choices that individuals must ultimately make when directly confronting these powerful and potentially dangerous inherited forces that have shaped their lives, ultimately forcing a deep contemplation of personal responsibility in the face of historical burdens and inherited trauma, specifically questioning the extent to which we are all inevitably shaped by the long-held sins and deeply buried secrets of our distant ancestors and the enduring impact of those past actions on the present day, exploring the complex interplay between free will and destiny. The film's undeniably unique and creatively bold approach to the horror genre, skillfully moving far beyond tired and predictable tropes to thoughtfully explore much deeper cultural anxieties and more nuanced psychological terrors that resonate on a more profound level, coupled with its compelling and intricately woven storytelling that consistently keeps audiences fully engaged and often nervously on the very edge of their seats, constantly questioning the fundamental nature of reality within the film's world, and what is truly real versus what is merely a terrifying illusion, has deservedly earned its significant recognition and widespread critical acclaim at the prestigious Toronto Horror Film Festival, a renowned and highly respected international platform specifically for showcasing innovative and boundary-pushing genre films from around the globe. where it proudly and deservedly received its very first international award, a significant testament to its exceptional quality and undeniable impact on the genre, effectively validating the filmmaker's unique artistic vision and their remarkable ability to craft a truly memorable and thought-provoking horror experience that lingers in the mind long after viewing. This well-deserved and significant accolade not only underscores the film's inherent artistic merit and its remarkable ability to deeply resonate with a diverse international audience, successfully transcending cultural barriers through its insightful exploration of universal human fears and deeply ingrained anxieties, but also significantly highlights the growing appreciation and increasing global visibility of the vibrant and often historically overlooked world of Mexican horror cinema on the broader international stage, potentially signaling a significant shift in broader cinematic tastes and an increasing openness to diverse cultural perspectives and unique storytelling within the horror genre, ultimately paving the way for more international voices and perspectives in the ever-evolving landscape of horror filmmaking, enriching the genre with fresh narratives and cultural insights. Ultimately, Manos Brujas stands as a powerful and deeply evocative testament to the enduring power and universal appeal of regional storytelling, skillfully demonstrating precisely how deeply local myths, specific and evocative cultural settings, and unique historical contexts can be seamlessly and effectively woven together into a truly compelling and thought-provoking narrative that successfully transcends geographical boundaries and deeply resonates both emotionally and intellectually with diverse audiences from all walks of life, thoughtfully exploring timeless and universal human anxieties and primal fears, such as the inherent fear of the unknown, the often crippling fear of inherited burdens from the past, and the pervasive fear of the darkness that may reside within ourselves and others, all through a distinctly cultural and refreshingly unique lens, ultimately offering a truly fresh and original perspective on familiar and enduring themes within the horror genre. It is undoubtedly a must-watch cinematic experience for dedicated and discerning enthusiasts of the horror genre who are actively seeking something genuinely fresh and original that departs significantly from mainstream horror conventions and predictable tropes, as well as for those with a keen and genuine interest in exploring captivating and thought-provoking tales that artfully and skillfully bridge the often vast chasm that exists between the significant weight of the past, the enduring and often inescapable influence of history and deeply ingrained tradition, and the ever-evolving complexities and challenges of the present modern world, specifically addressing the ongoing challenges of navigating a rapidly modernizing world while still grappling with the persistent influence of ancient beliefs and long-held superstitions, ultimately offering a chilling yet undeniably rewarding and intellectually stimulating journey into the very heart of cultural identity and the enduring power of deeply held belief systems, thoughtfully exploring the profound ways in which deeply ingrained faith and long-standing superstition can profoundly shape individual human lives and entire interconnected communities across generations, leaving a lasting impression on the viewer's understanding of culture, history, and the enduring power of belief. In the face of the unknown,